Texas four-man stunt is the most popular defense you see online right now in Madden 26. But the most popular way that people are trying to block this blitz is actually completely wrong. If you watch any pro stream right now, you're going to see a ton of people trying to block this blitz with the double team feature, but the double team feature is not what you want to do. So in today's video, I'm actually going to break down the best way to block this blitz every single time. So you can use the Texas four-man stunt from a ton of different formations on defense. For the purpose of this video, I'm just going to use the single mug. I like single mug a lot. I think it's one of the better defenses in the game. So what a lot of people are going to do with this defense is one way or the other, they're going to use her over the center. And when they do this, that's just going to distract the center for a split second and allow this guy to get in. Now, what most people will tell you to do to counter this is just double team the defensive end on the left of the screen. And this can work decently, but it is very inconsistent, and it also gives up other blitzes because anytime you're double teaming a D lineman, if somebody does a slightly different blitz setup, you're probably going to get screamed at. So this is actually not what you want to do. And what you'll notice is when you do this, half the time it doesn't really pick it up anyways. As you can see, a lot of times that right of screen guy will come right through. And really, that is no good. So, a lot of people might tell you, run play action every play. But what if you run a formation that doesn't have any play action? Well, there's actually a very simple way to counter this. And if you're enjoying my content and want more just like this, make sure you subscribe to the channel and drop me a like on the video. So to block this blitz, we really need to understand what's going on here. So you can see that if you double team that left of screen end and they run a stunt, he's probably going to get picked up. But again, just the fact they're standing over the center and then we got a double team, that definitely leaves it very vulnerable for other guys to come completely free. And a lot of people will tell you to untarget the user, which is helpful in certain situations. But even then, that's not going to completely solve the problem either. As if you, do a double team and untarget the user, it don't get me wrong, it can definitely work. But still, you're going to see that sometimes other linemen just walk completely free into the backfield. If you want to learn how to make millions of coins to get all the best players on your Madden Ultimate Team, check out the Coin Authority on Sportsgamerz.com. Click the link in the description of this video and use coupon code COINS for 10% off your order. So what you need to understand is that base passing plays that send everybody out, like this one right here, they're going to have empty protection. And with empty protection, it's just, a lot of people like empty. I just really don't for these types of blitzes. So the biggest thing that I like to do against this blitz is use slide protection, specifically a half slide left. Now there is a few more things I sometimes need to do, which I'll get into in a second, but a half slide left is very helpful. And to do this, you'll hit L1 or LB to bring up your pass protection menu, and then flick to the left on the right analog stick. You could just flick to the left on the right analog stick once to do a half slide to the left, out bringing up the menu. But sometimes for me, I just feel like that doesn't work. I feel like that is a little bit bugged right now because your play art won't always show the adjustment, and maybe it registered, maybe it didn't. Personally, I don't want to risk that, so I just take the extra step to bring up my pass protection menu to make sure the method works, okay? And when you do that, you'll see your O-line get the blue lines sliding to the left. So essentially what's going to happen here is the lineman will slide left, which should pick up the end on the left, but not everybody. It's just a half slide. So you still see that tackle on the right. He's not going to do that. This blitz is best when it comes from the left end. Keep that in mind. So we'll go ahead and run this, and you'll see no pressure. Now, we end up getting shedded, but again, that's fine. There's going to be block sheds in this game. I'm not worried about that. Just do it once or twice, and I'll show you the additional adjustments sometimes you will need to make depending upon how they're really running this. But for just somebody that's running this in a basic way like this is going to work. As you guys can see, I have plenty of time in the pocket, and I'm easily able to make a read. Now again, the reason why this works is we're half sliding to the left. So you'll see these three linemen to the left, well really the two linemen to the left and the center, they're going to make sure they're turning their body to the left to make sure that guy does not come free. He's going to get picked up by the center the majority of the time. But because it's only a half slide to the left, the right side is not doing that. The right side is going to turn their attention to the end on the right, and we're able to pick this up. Sometimes that's not enough because sometimes people with their user will get kind of glitchy. Real quick, guys, if you want to dominate Madden 26 and win more games, check out my VIP membership on Sportsgamerz.com. This is where I post all my premium content, including all the offensive and defensive ebooks I release all year long, in addition to premium Madden Vault weekly tip updates. You will learn the proven strategies thousands of players have used to win more games, and over 99% of my members say that they win more games with my tips. Click the link in the description to join now and start winning more games today. Now, one more thing we need to discuss is if the user is trying to distract the O-line. That can affect this blitz pickup. And we have something we can do to counter that. So we'll still do the half slide to the left, but I'm going to flick the right analog stick up and use the untarget defender feature and select the user. Now, I highly recommend using an identifier. That way you can see where the user is if they're standing over the center. And you'll always know if they're going to try to distract the O-line. If you have an identifier, because you can see where the user is, that's what I have on my left tackle. But now if they're standing over here and try to run down or something like that, as you guys can see, my O-line is not going for it, and I have time. You can see here, because I untarget him, even though he tries to run down at the O-line to confuse him for a split second, it's not going to work, and you're able to get time. You'll see nobody pays attention to him. Nobody comes free, and at this point, like I said, it's all just based upon your ratings of the linemen versus the pass rushers. You'll get shedded, obviously, in this game from time to time. We just don't want a free rusher. Now, I do want you guys to be aware that the untarget feature on the user is going to be your best bet at stopping the user from involving himself with the O-line and confusing them. But if somebody's going to get extra glitchy with the user, sometimes they can even get around that. Most people that you play online won't be doing that type of stuff, but just know that this is really, really good. Now, the one final thing I want to say is, guys, make sure if somebody's using the Texas 4-man on you, that you just roll out of the pocket, because at the end of the day, if somebody's going to do this, you can just get out of the pocket. And even if they start containing you, just get out of the pocket to the other side they're not containing, because, most people that run this are only going to contain one side, especially if you use a fast quarterback right now, with all the different ways to get out of the pocket, as you see I did there. I mean, there's just no reason for you to just be a sitting duck in the pocket. The other thing that's really good is honestly not making any protection, just coming out, quick snapping them, and just getting out of the pocket. Because as you guys can see here, I mean, it's free yardage. It really starts making them stop doing this, spying you, and containing potentially both sides. And you can get out of the pocket this year to both sides, even with left-handed quarterbacks, as you saw I did it with Vic already. So, I mean, contains aren't even the best thing in the game. They're kind of broken right now. So if you get out of the pocket on them and mix in the half slide method, this blitz is dead, man. It's a good defense, don't get me wrong, until somebody knows the counter. Now, there are different blitzes that advanced players will mix in with this that will defeat some of these counters. So if you guys want me to make another video going over some of the advanced things people do with this defense and then how you can counter them on offense, let me know in the comments, man. Give me like 250 likes on the video. If you want to see some more, let me know. I'm out.